Hey guys, this is HBK Grand making a video about XUR's visit today. So today is February the 21st, 2020. So today he's actually on EDZ, and if you go to the map section, you'll see next to the vending cove, this is the area. Usually people will be standing here. There is a way to go inside the cave and get out, but the fastest way is actually just getting from here. And then if you just like jump around here, this can be done with any of the characters, whether you're a warlock, you're a hunter, or a titan. So let's go check out what he has brought in today. So first of all, let's check out my exotic Engram. So it does take a while to go, like you just can't claim it. So the Whisper of Radius from the exotic Engram. And then he has also brought in the colony. So if you don't have this, guys, it is a pretty amazing weapon. And just so you guys know, so like this weapon creates like grenades, like they're like little robots, and they kind of like target and chase after the enemies. But if the target like goes in a diagonal form or something like that, it actually you can evade it like that. A lot of people have tried this in PvP, but it's not as effective as you would think. But if like the target is trying to escape and the bomb is like close, there is a blast radius, so actually it will detonate if the enemy is still there. Otherwise it's pretty good. Then he has brought in the Radiant Flux chest armor piece for the hunter class. So this one is actually purely if you are an arc user for a hunter, and mostly people just go void or solar. But usually like in PvP, if you are going with this one, like your arc staff can actually get a buff damage and duration because of this armor piece. So this is amazing to have if you guys don't have it yet. And plus when you're in PvP, you can use this, and while you're using like the chain reaction and whatnot, you can actually get a higher buff damage plus the duration for that. Then he's brought in the Mask of the Quiet One for the Titan class, so you kind of like gain ability energy when you're damaged. And if you're critical, you'll start like doing more damage, plus you'll get heals on kills. So that's another cool aspect of it. A lot of people use this during the PvP as well, but even in PvE you can use this and get it over with. Then he's brought in the Crown of Tempest. So this is one of the hardest drops, just like Monte Carlo used to be, but since XUR brought it, it's really easy to get now, I guess. So for those people who do not have it and do play Warlock or haven't tried Warlock yet, I would suggest getting this one because this is an amazing armor piece. And when you're in PvP, especially when you use those arc abilities, it will actually restore that every time you kill enemies. Then he's brought in the Five of Swords. So this is basically like applying modifiers to Nightfall strikes, but not the ones that give you weekly pinnacle gears. So if you go to the Vanguard section, this is the Nightfall that I'm talking about. And you'll see like these are like the modifiers I applied, and each week there will be 3 different types of Nightfalls that will arrive here, and they're usually like 820 and whatnot, so you can't really change their numbers, but you can increase the modifier so that way you get more points for killing enemies. So if you go to the inventory, you'll see right here, and in here you can actually switch between. So let's say like if I increase the handicap, so if I go by like let's say 125, 170, 200 or something, you'll see that the score multiplier went up. But this handicap is pretty scary because those enemies will be 200 level above your level, so that just imagine like it will be a little bit tricky and hard to kill those enemies because they will have strong power and whatnot. So just make sure that like you know what you're doing, you can test them out. So this will count towards your triumphs, however, but you will not get the pinnacle gear for the 100k. It is only available through that middle one, which comes weekly. The last one is the Invitation of the Nine. So basically this one is like a starting point, the one that you see in front of you. Most likely this is either the first one or the second one, but each character you'll have to start from the beginning. There is a lore book for the Gambit, so as you're doing this weekly, it will prompt you to do a certain task, collect samples. So for example, this one says in European zone, kill all these enemies like Cabals, Fallens, Takens to get their samples, and then complete the strike Lake of Shadows. Once you have completed that, you will be prompted to go into the destination menu, and in the destination menu, when you go to the Gambit, right over here next to Reckoning, there will be like an icon that pops up, and then you go visit the 9. Now when you visit the 9, you'll see actually there's a lore going on between the Gambit, or the Oracle is trying to tell you something about how it went down in the past and whatnot. So when that is done, you get a chest piece. So I'm basically almost on the second last one, or the last one. So each time gradually you start getting higher tier weapon or like armor piece or something like that. So you're gonna get like a good drop, or a mastery worked weapon as well. So it's basically a luck of the draw as well, or you could just end up with like a legendary item. That's it. So you just dismantle it for legendary shards or something. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions or comments, you can leave it in the comment section below. This is HBK Grant taking off for the day. Have a great one, guys. Take it easy.